Hello children, here Srimati teacher once again with EVS subject. Today in this subject we are going to learn about air, that is chapter number 9. Now children, try this experiment at home. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to take one bucket full of water and you take one empty bottle. You can take any Pepsi bottle or Bisleri bottle, whichever is empty. Now you tilt that in the bucket. You keep the bottle upside down and tilt it slowly. What you can see? You can see some bubbles coming out of it. What is it? It's the air which was in the empty bottle. So from this what we can notice? The empty places is covered with air. It is occupied with air. Even though it is empty, it is occupied with air. We cannot see air, isn't it? Yes, correct. Now, you try this at home. Now, read along with me. Fill one bucket full of water, hold an empty bottle upside down on the surface of the water and slowly push it down and tilt it. You can see bubbles coming out. This shows, though we cannot see air, it takes place in the empty space. Air is lighter than water. Air is lighter, because of that the air is on the coming like bubbles above the water. Now children, try one more experiment. It's very easy. At home you may be having some newspapers. You go on putting one above the other. It should be one full bundle. And if you don't have newspapers, you can use your books. Keep one above the other. Go on keeping how much books you are having at home. You go on keeping one above the other. Afterwards, slowly you can see that the down book or the down paper, the first one what you have kept it, it has been pressed. Why is it so? Because above and above we are going on keeping some weight. This shows what it shows. The lower it becomes heavier and the upper one is very lighter. You can move the topmost paper or the book very easily. And inside each and every paper there is some space. And in this space is occupied by air. Okay. Now you can go home. You can do it at home and see how it works out. Now read along with me. Place one newspaper on the table. Go on keeping newspaper one above the other. Make a pile of it. Pile means what? A bundle. You can see the first paper is pressed on the table while the topmost is free to move. This shows the layer bear more weight rather than the upper one. As you go upper and upper, it becomes very light. You all know the earth is round in shape and the earth is covered with air. The covering of air around the earth is called atmosphere. The earth's atmosphere is made up of several gases: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Oxygen is used for burning and breathing. Carbon dioxide is used by plants, and in the presence of sunlight, they prepare their own food. So, what is that? Atmosphere. What is that atmosphere? It's a covering of air around the earth, and earth is having many gases, and the maximum is nitrogen. In the slide, you can see the slide I have already drawn for you. That is 78% is covered with nitrogen. Our earth is covered with nitrogen, and 20 plus percent is oxygen, which is used for breathing and burning. And there are other different types of gases which is shown in the slide. You can go through the slide and you can learn it. Okay, now read along with me. Atmosphere. Air is all around the earth. The covering of air around the earth is called atmosphere. The earth's atmosphere is made up of several gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Oxygen is used for breathing and burning. Carbon dioxide is used by plants to prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight. During winter season, you can see some dewdrops on the leaves, on the window pane, and the car which is standing near the road, or you can see some dewdrops and the glasses of scooter or any vehicles. You can see some dewdrops. What is that? This is also present in the air in the form of gas. This is called as water vapor. As I said in the previous slide, the largest part of the air is made up of nitrogen. The smoke that comes from vehicles, from scooter, from car and from any other vehicles or from factories, it get mixed with the air. As we go higher from the earth, the layer of the air becomes thinner. As we go above and above, means when we are flying to above and above, the air is very thin. You will be getting no oxygen. Okay, now read with me. We can see some droplets in leaves or on window pane. This is also present in the air in the form of gas. This is water vapor. The largest part of the air is made up of nitrogen. The smoke that is let out to the air from the vehicles, factories get mixed with air. As we go higher from the earth, the layer of air becomes thinner. Now here one more experiment for you. Now this experiment you have to do in the presence of your parents. Okay, you cannot do alone. Now, what you have to do? You have to take one deep dish. In that, fill some water. Now, place a lighted candle in the center of the dish. Take one empty tumbler, that is glass tumbler, you can take it, and you invert it on the candle. After few seconds, you can see the candle got exhausted. The fire went off. And at the same time, the water also rises in the tumbler. Though it is kept upside down, the water is raised. What does it shows? Yes, in the first slide itself I told you, whatever it may be empty, the thing, air is occupied in that. Though we cannot see air, but all the empty places is filled with air. And when you inverted, the air was there in the empty tumbler, and in that oxygen was there. And so this oxygen was utilized for burning. Once the oxygen is over, the candle got exhausted. It was put off. And in that place is occupied by water. There was some space which was used for burning. Now the burning is over. The oxygen is over. So that empty space is filled with water. You can try this at home, but in the presence of parents or elders. Okay, now read along with me. Take a deep dish filled with water. Place a lighted candle in the center of the dish. Cover the candle with a glass tumbler upside down. After few seconds, we can see the candle get exhausted and the water rises in the glass tumbler. This shows that the air present in the tumbler helped for burning. The place that released by air is occupied by water. Constituent that helped for burning was oxygen. Have you understood this lesson, children? Okay. Try all the experiments in front of your parents or in front of elders. Now, let us revise what we learnt in this lesson. Air is present all around us. Air around the earth is called atmosphere. As we move away from the earth, the air is reduced. Air is a mixture of several gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Smoke released by factories and vehicles causes illness which get mixed with air. Okay, now read with me. Air is present all around us. Air around the earth is called atmosphere. As we move away from the earth, air is reduced. Air is a mixture of several gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Smoke released by factories and vehicles causes illness. Now, children, you have to write this exercise, that is notes, in your EVS notebook. We'll start with fill in the blanks. You can copy down very slowly in your book with neat handwriting. First fill in blanks. There is air even in an empty container. Air is for underlining. The air at a greater height from the earth is thinner than the air nearer to the earth. Thinner underline. Third one, if all the air were divided into fine parts, the oxygen in the air would equal to 1 part. Fourth one, there is air till a height of about 50 kilometer from the earth. Fifth one, the layers of air nearer the earth bear more bear than the upper layer. Okay. Now in the next page you write name the following. First one, the covering of air around the earth. Yes, answer is atmosphere. The constituent of air that helps in burning. Answer is oxygen. Third one, the gas which occupies the largest part of air. Answer is nitrogen. Fourth one, the gas that fizzes out of soda water. Answer, carbon dioxide. Fifth one, to live we need. Answer, air. Okay, copy both the notes in your notebook. Bye and thank you.